Welcome back, guys, to the Jewellery Insider podcast. I know it's been a while. You have your hosts, Sana Zaid and Usama Zaid from Zaid Jewels. We're going to be talking about a lot of interesting things, and we're going to be announcing the giveaway winner, the individual who won the 2 carat fancy yellow lab diamond. So I'm super excited for that.
I'm so excited to see who wins this ring. It's a beautiful, beautiful diamond, and I'm so excited to announce it. And you guys just wait till the end, and we will announce the winner.
All right, so let's get into it. What are the topics we're talking about today?
So first up, obviously, our Dubai launch. We've recently launched our new collection and we've got so much love from you guys. So thank you so much for all the love that we received on that collection. It's one of my personal favorites. I love the different designs that we came out for with this collection. It has very artistic designs, I think, from personally. Osama, I feel like loves this collection as well.
100%. It was a great effort on the team to get all those pieces together. We got to go to iconic spots and really catalog them in a way that hasn't been seen before. And they were just really beautiful to look at. I honestly don't even want to sell any of those pieces, keep them for my personal collection. But yeah, I mean, there's been obviously turmoil in that region as well. So I think we'll get into the questions that people may have of what's happening with Zed Jewels, what's happening maybe in that region in regards to our jewelry projects and clients and things like that. Maybe we can get into a bit of that.
So I feel like a lot of people had some ethical questions regarding like where is the jewelry being made, what products are being used for our jewelry that's being sold in Dubai. So Sama, maybe you want to start by answering that.
Originally, before the war had broken out, we were generally thinking that, we have a two-tiered manufacturing setup, one in Canada and one in the UAE. But now, since there's a lot of turmoil and issues going on there, we have decided to keep our manufacturing hosted in Canada, in Toronto, like we always have. So it does a couple of things. It doesn't stop our supply chain in any way. The gold is Canadian at the end of the day. But there are certain things that you'll be able to do in that region of the UAE, such as warranty claims, going for repairs, pickup, drop offs, things of that nature. And can expect in Dubai is a dedicated phone line that we're working on with dedicated Zed Jewel staff members to help you out and guide you through the process and host meetings and things of that nature. And yeah, we're praying obviously for that region and anyone that's involved and watching it closely. And we'll give you guys updates as we continue this journey.
Yeah, so like you answered, basically the gold and the diamonds, and it's basically everything that Zaid Jewels gives to customers here in Toronto. You guys are going to be receiving the exact same products there in Dubai, so there should be no difference in the quality of the product that you're going to be getting in Dubai. And a lot of people who support us from around the world, but specifically Dubai, now they can get Zaid Jewels and have that same service that our Toronto customers receive over here. So I'm super excited about that. So we have 2026, a new year, and we are also seeing new designs now that are coming out. And I'm excited to see what designs are trending for brides this year. I feel like we're getting really beautiful, gorgeous designs out there. And you know me, I always am keeping updated with new designs, and I love looking at how people choose specific diamond cuts and shapes and create their own personal unique rings for their engagements. And what do you feel like is going to be trending this year, Osama?
I think, personally speaking, yellow gold is still going to hold up. We're starting to see a little bit of trends in white gold as well, but I think majority of the year it's going to be yellow gold as king in terms of when we're producing jewelry. We definitely are seeing unique cuts of diamonds, with the Dutch marquise and Portuguese cuts, things that are totally different than what you're used to seeing in engagement rings or in jewelry in general. And I think people are really focusing on the design aspects to really differentiate the type of ring that they're getting and really putting in effort into that custom personalized process. So we think that will continue on for many years to come.
I'm also seeing a lot of, like you mentioned, different cuts for diamonds. A lot of jewelers say it's like a custom cut that they've done for their client, but I feel like, a lot of jewelers like to also kind of not give too much information out and make it seem like it's only available to a specific jeweler. And us at Zaid Jewels, we don't like to gatekeep. So I want to let everybody know that, most of these cuts that people say, oh, you can only get from me, it's not true. These
Mhm.
custom cuts and these new diamond cuts that you're seeing, like some of the ones that Osama mentioned, you can get it from any jeweler. Isn't that true?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when it comes to custom jewelry, there's a lot of people coming into the industry, happy to have more competition and or more businesses. The issue that we're seeing is a lot of these businesses are not able to sustain themselves. So, they are doing things that might not help them last much longer in this industry. At the end of the day, I'm rooting for them. I was there at one point as well. But when it comes to custom jewelry, we can definitely make anything when it comes to that. When it comes to custom diamonds, most of our clients have kept us so busy that we don't get enough time to put out this information. And I think this podcast really helps us do that, providing information that we're not able to provide in short form right away. So yeah, when it comes to like, butterfly cut diamonds, like in the shape of a butterfly, symbol of Batman. There's a whole bunch of letters. You can do custom letters. There's a whole bunch of things that you can do when it comes to custom jewelry, and we actually are working on certain projects like that. We just don't push it out as much as we should, but we're working on that. A couple of things we're also working on is revamping our website because a lot of our clients are like, hey, we reach out, they have meetings, and we have thousands of clients, thank God. But we need to focus more on the online design aspects of it, where people can really go through our catalog on our website and get the pricing right at their fingertips. And so we started a large project to make that happen in the coming months. And so you're going to see easily accessible jewelry consultants right at your fingertips. What I see is like, you're going through our website, you find a product, it might be something that's 3, 4, 5,000, and you're like, you know what, I don't feel as comfortable just clicking pay now, but you might have an option to just connect with a jewelry consultant from our company and speak
Mm.
with them. So we're trying to consolidate all of these operations into one sort of system, but it takes a lot of work. So give us a little bit of time, but we're working project by project, and we're going to make that happen for sure.
Yep. And back to the part that we started with, which was like what is trending right now. I personally, for 2026, feel like gemstones are going to be a big
Mhm.
trend for this year. We're seeing a lot of color and people are playing around with colorful jewelry. Specifically, we're seeing a lot of emeralds. I feel like it also has to do a little bit with people not being able to decide between lab diamonds, natural diamonds. There's always a little competition between lab and natural. And some people are now kind of like leaving the diamonds boat and moving on to the gemstone boat for not engagement rings, but more like earrings and like tennis necklaces, tennis bracelets,
Mhm.
or custom
Lifestyle
jewelry.
jewelry.
Exactly. And we're seeing also like a lot of people kind of starting to stack jewelry, like stacking of necklaces and stacking of earrings. And that's really going to be a trend this year. I feel like jewelry is just on its peak right now and people are enjoying wearing it. Maybe in the past it's been there a little bit, but not as much as I feel 2026 is going to be all about just trending, chunky, beautiful jewelry. So I'm excited for that. So, Osama, do you think it's a good time to buy gold with the current situation, with war going on around the world? A lot of people have this question of, is it a good time to buy gold? Because gold's at its highest right now.
Yeah, definitely. I think when it comes to gold bullion at any time of the year is good to buy. Now, the only thing with gold bullion is that, there's little coins, little bricks that you can buy and hold and invest in, but you have to put them in a safe. So at the end of the day, like it's going to help you fight inflation. It's going to, grow in money value over time. And yeah, so when it comes to wars, especially uncertainty, a lot of the markets want to go risk off. Gold is considered one of those risk off assets that people invest in. Now, there is something that you do in particular, which I guess I can share with everyone else. Sana likes to keep gold, but then she likes the majority of her gold put into jewelry. And the reason is that, I'm guessing that basically you get to wear it and you get to enjoy it, and you don't have any plans to sell it in the near future. And I think gold should be looked at an investment like that. I don't think gold should be traded. I think it's something you keep and you forget about. So either in a locker or in a piece of jewelry, and then you wake up in 3, 4, 5 years and take a look at it. It's available to you to liquidate quickly. whether you come to a jeweler like us or go to, other jewelry places that do cash for gold kind of thing. Just be careful what you're dealing with, because you really need to understand what you should be getting out of it. And maybe at some point we'll do a video on what are fair rates for your melted jewelry or melted gold. But yeah, 100%. I think over time you dollar cost average in, meaning buying it monthly or quarterly, and how you want to buy pure gold is at the largest amounts that you can afford. So if you buy an ounce at a time, it generally is a little bit cheaper than buying 1 gram at a time. Like fractioning, maybe a percent or so. It's because there's more processing fees for that little coin versus that bigger coin. And so you keep buying it every quarter, keep it, or you invest in gold heavy jewelry. So there are a couple of things we're working on, because as we see that this might become an area that we want to also invest in, is something like modern day bangles. Not the classic bangles, but like some things that you can really customize and put on your wrist that are gold heavy. So yes, they are going to cost a significant amount in the starting, but in the long run, that is going to be your investable little treasure that you can cash out on a rainy day if you need to. And going back to, people buy them because they love diamonds, and that's the at the end of the day, that's what it's coming down to. And a lot of people are aiming to go the lab diamond route versus the mine diamond route, because of those cost differentiators in between. Me being someone that's more on the pro choice when it comes to natural or lab, our job is to provide you the information, and it's your decision to make it. Yeah, there are clients that still want natural mine diamonds, and so be it. The market has come down. I think last year on 1 carat and below, it was a 22 to 25% decrease in those diamonds. So, is it a good time to buy those my natural diamonds under a carat? For sure. We haven't seen them that low ever. At least I haven't seen it in my 10 years of history. Will it be better that if they come down further? Me personally speaking, yeah. I would like a 2 carat natural diamond, instead of being at 20, 25, to come down to maybe the 10, $15,000 range. I think um, that would be a great spot for people to be buying those. Separate investment from what you truly enjoy and you buy because you can. Those are the two things. That's how we tell our clients. And yeah, you can pick the route you want to go.
Yeah, so you basically really covered all the points. And I
Yeah.
specifically like to invest. When it comes to investing in gold, I feel like instead of buying a coin that's just going to sit in the safe, I'd rather get gold heavy jewelry that, I can wear on a daily basis or use at least for parties and stuff like that. So the gold's not just sitting, but also being used. Personal preference, I guess that is. And also, I feel like if it's a bangle or a piece of jewelry that you really enjoy wearing, you're gonna think twice about melting it really fast, versus like a coin, you're still like tempted, like, hey, you know, need cash, let me just go melt it. It's just a coin anyways. So versus when
Yeah.
you have like a personal attachment to a piece of jewelry, it's a little bit harder letting go, but it also pushes you to save it for a longer period of time.
I was speaking from experience. That's why I'm laughing.
But yeah, I mean, gold is always a really good investment. Our parents and everybody from a very long time have been using gold as an investment, and it's never failed anybody. So I feel like gold will always be an amazing investment.
All right, guys. So the moment you've been all waiting for. Thank you guys so much for leaving those comments and following us across all those platforms. And without further ado, Sana, can you announce the giveaway winner?
So the giveaway winner is, drumroll, Kanwal Segal. So congratulations, you have officially won our 2 carat yellow diamond. We will be DMing you shortly after this podcast to let you know that you are the winner. And to everyone who hasn't won this, do not worry. We're going to actually have a giveaway very soon. So stay
Mhm.
tuned on Zaid Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah, for sure. We're launching one in about a week or two. So be ready for that. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Bye.